So, welcome to this week. I've decided to do the vlog early on a Friday instead of Saturday because it's supposed to rain probably the whole weekend. I think it was supposed to rain all of today, but the forecast got moved. As you can tell, the yard is getting hopelessly long. I'm still giving my back a break. I don't know, I might actually hire that guy to come through, or maybe I'll get a scythe and, tackle it in November or something. The neighbor with the viewing platform was out mowing, and I hopped out to give him some of my extra zucchinis and stuff, and I know my front yard gets to him when I don't mow, so he offered and I actually accepted, and then I brought him some of those strange little orange melons, and I told him, well, they're not the sweetest, so maybe you put some honey on them or something, but they're small kid size, so give them to your kids and they'll sort it out. So here's, I think these are the Boule d'Or melons. I know that they had reports online of people saying, oh, they don't actually fall off when they're ripe. So I've been trying to test them to see if they're, it's still green, right? So it's not done yet, but I'm keeping my eye on them for sure. Sugar pie pumpkin, I brought one in already, which is exciting. I haven't eaten it yet though. Oh, but I did make the pie with the winter luxury pie. Oh my god, it's the best pumpkin pie of my life. It was so delicious. There's another one of those Boule d'Ors, and then there's like a weirdly misshapen one, but hey, if it tastes okay, I'm game. The, what's it called? Butternut squash. So it's setting some more fruits. I'm excited. I re-trellised this tomato here because it was all sorts of falling over. So I re-trellised it like the far one over there. Hopefully it'll hold up with the rain. I've been kind of picking it when it's sort of yellow to ripen inside so they don't split. Maybe I should pick these before tomorrow. Ooh, I have a fallen one. Or maybe the whole entire vine is just fallen, huh? Nope, it's a totally fallen tomato. I wonder if I just didn't trellis this quite right. Oh wow. Yeah, I think it just fell over. Well, fine. Worst things have happened in, ooh, that's wobbly, in my garden. So maybe I'll just give these a quick pick and then bring them in case they think about splitting in that rain. You know, they taste better when you let them actually vine ripen, but vine ripened is not superior to, not having bugs in them. So, man, maybe I'm just picking all of these. I should have brought my bowl out again. So those little orange melons that aren't the sweetest came from over here. They're all ripening roughly the same time. You can tell that the powdery mildew is getting to everything. Every single time it rains, more leaves disappear. But if there's still melons that are working on ripening, why not? This cucumber might be succumbing to either wilt or whatever it is that cucumber beetles spread around. Hopefully it's not going to die before it finishes producing. So, oh, there's that cucumber I always miss. Before it finishes ripening up some cucumbers for me. And once again, I'm touching tomatoes, so I'm going to be itchy. Such is the life of a gardener. So, these plants, profusely tomatoey. It's amazing. Got some of those patty pan squashes. That's one of those orange little melons. They're just kind of spreading everywhere. I don't think that's cucumber. I think it's one of those melons. Man, I've got a pile. Oh, that's an interesting shaped tomato. I didn't know it was that kind. Actually, I had no idea what kind this was going to be, and I'm excited with it. So it's been a surprise of a year. Great. My first year gardening after a long time of not gardening. So I didn't know if I would screw everything up or not, and what the pest situation here was. I definitely know what it is now, and I'll be prepared for next year, I guess. Trying to keep a track of this guy so it doesn't rot like the last one because it smelled so good and I wanted to eat it. But there you have it. That one fell, and I'm just gonna let it reseed itself till next year. So I think my goal is not to plant any tomatoes inside next year, and to just grow tomatoes from volunteers from this year, to take the laziest approach possible and see how it goes, because I think my physical therapist is sick of me injuring myself. So I pulled up the potatoes. At best, they were like the size of the last part of my thumb there. I don't know what I did wrong. I swear I was overwatering them. Maybe it was underwatered, who knows. So I put spinach. I don't remember if I put, what's it called, Brussels sprouts in there or not, but I definitely put turnips and radishes and spicy California greens mix from, I think it's Renee's, and mustard. Even though there's mustard in that last mix, I like mustard so much that I put it in there. And then I put that cloth on there. So I put the same sort of dome that I have over the strawberry seeds, like the wild strawberry seeds over it, but it just kind of popped and blew over. So I got some more hammy melons here. This time I'm gonna try to pick them when they pop off. I ripped up a couple of the vines that looked like they had wilt because I don't need it spreading. I've got a couple of melons in here, so I'm pretty excited. Melons in there too. I retrellised that tomato too. There's that dome with those strawberries. They actually sprouted. Now I'm wondering if it was a good decision or not, because I'll only have about 2 months to grow this year, which probably isn't long enough, but gardening's always a gamble. There's potatoes looking okay, because, you know, I've had those hornworm problems, so I still keep picking caterpillars off left and right. They're so bad in the fall. So there's some, these are Moon and Stars melons, and with the strawberries. I had to water the strawberries this morning. They were so dry because it hasn't rained in like 3 days, even though it was supposed to rain today, so I was gonna be okay, but then it ended up not working out like that. That's a male, but hey, guess what? I got a Moon and Stars melon, and it's setting a couple others on the plants too, so I'm excited. But the one that was at the end of my yard from the neighbor's plants, I walked over here one day, melon, like twice the size of my head, gone. Don't know who took it. Messaged the neighbors, hey, either the deer or you went and gone and picked up that melon. So now that the vine finally fits through the fence again, I've put your vine through the fence. And you can probably sprout some more melons this year, because I think there's enough of a season. Nope, that's male. None of this is fruiting. Oh well. Hey, don't try to escape. Keep pulling you back. You're not going out in the yard so that somebody steals you. There's my pumpkins racing all around. More tomatoes. This whole entire thing, so I pulled it out of the essentially ceiling, and then it flopped over this way, shading out all the peppers. So I pushed it the other way this morning, and now I'm pretty sure I can't get through there. There's more of those purple potatoes. There's asparagus and purple potatoes. I'm gonna have to move those asparagus in. So I'm glad that I can finally get through there, because I had retrellised that tomato because it was totally blocking the path. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's little strawberry plantlets in there. I'm so excited. They actually came up. Hopefully the rain doesn't completely wash them out, but it shouldn't, because at least it has this net over it, is my hope. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope I get 1 billion watermelons. And I actually hope they ripen, you know. At this point in the year, it's a race against time. Constantly tripping over all of this stuff. At least it's dry, you know. But I found a baby tick in my basket that I've been using to harvest stuff, which is completely terrifying, because do I have ticks in my garden now? Are they coming in on the tall grass around the edges, or is it in the middle of the garden? And if it's in the middle of the garden, how is it getting in? Because I thought they traveled on animals, so what's going on? Okay, after tripping over, I just gotta, you know, it's like with the carnivorous plants. The more I touch them, the more I destroy. So I just gotta, like, not touch the garden at all until it's time to harvest absolutely everything, and then I'll be good, right? So I think I saw another baby melon forming here. Oh, there's another one. And then maybe another couple along there. Hopefully this time they actually stick and grow up. Hopefully that one doesn't drop off. And I think I have some more friends moving into that bottom right section with the like quarter circle pieces of wood. I don't know who's living there. I should look up who likes those, because I think I bought it as like a native all sorts of critters house. So ground cherries almost done. A couple of the peppers, resetting peppers. I'm excited. Maybe I'll pick this jalapeno and get it. There's another one. Melons, there's soil in there still. And keep picking off the dill seeds and spreading them all over the garden. Got tomato I retrellised. Some more nice calendula. You know, maybe I'll pick this head and dry it inside. Yeah, I'll pick this head. Just a mess of tomatoes, man. Okay, what flew in here? What are you? What is laying eggs? No me gusta. Don't be laying eggs on my plants. Carnivorous plants are doing good. It looks like I have some of those nice beneficial wasps pollinating that mint. The horseradish is up. There's at least one more pumpkin in there, which is great. Hopefully this time it actually sticks around instead of rotting off halfway through. I think I have some zucchinis that bloomed in here, but I think I'm gonna let them suck up the rain to get bigger. Maybe I should have picked those greens. They're definitely bitter by now, but you know, maybe I'll just leave them. I've got some roses out front that if I pick this calendula, maybe I'll go get the roses too. I've been picking off all sorts of caterpillars on all these tomatoes too, but you know, maybe it's kind of good if half their leaves get eaten off, because oh my god, it's too much. So that one, that tomatillo rotted. The rest of them have bites taken out of them, so I've just entirely given up on them. I've got that one pepper, the Italian sweet pepper. This one's blooming. I think another one of the ones over here was blooming, but I don't know if it actually set fruit. Yeah, things are definitely winding down. Maybe I should... Every single time I come out here, you know when you go out to the garden and you think, well, I'm not going to do anything because I already did everything this morning? And then suddenly it's like an hour later and you've harvested half of your garden, and then there's still more ripe stuff that you notice on your way back into the house, but you don't have any more room in your pockets. It's a good problem to have, though. Too much food. So, what else? That might be it. I picked some of these pole beans here to dry out inside to save for seeds for next year. Some of them are a little bit on the small side, so I'm trying to leave them a little bit longer out here. And also all of this lemongrass sliced up my hands. PSA, lemongrass is sharp. Another sunflower. I'm glad I had left it there. I thought I saw some weeds in with that corn, and I was like, wait, that sort of looks like sunflower. Let me grow it out. And sure enough. So this lemongrass, when you... I'm going to try not to slice my hand open. When you buy it at the store, it's probably those bottom stalks that you're buying, and they probably cut off these top stalks. Look, it's an eggplant bloom. It's another one. This one I hand pollinated and accidentally ripped off the flower on the other plant. Oops. So, I guess there's going to be a lot of lemongrass that I'm adding to my compost pile. But it should be nice and aromatic, right? So this pepper hates life. The rest of them are sort of blooming again, which is nice. I sort of go through and pollinate them every once in a while, hoping that they'll set some more nice poblanos for me. But I don't know if I should even bother, because they might drop all their leaves again with the pouring rain. There's that pumpkin that started rotting in there. I just tossed it over there. It was in the middle of the pumpkin patch earlier. But I figured I'll actually put it on the soil so it can enrich it for next year. Same with this melon. I don't think it's ripe yet because it's not falling off yet. But maybe this weekend. I'm letting these peas go to seed too. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, I should go pick those tomatoes too. So much to do. And there's all sorts of butterflies and birds on the sunflowers all over the yard now too. Some of these, I swear, they're like 10 feet tall. I mean, they said they were between 6 and 10, and they definitely are. Anyway, I'm gonna shove my pockets full and chipmunk these things back into the house. I don't think that pumpkin's quite ready yet, but no, it's still got some green. I'll let it sit for longer. Okay, bye.